What's up, race car? Hey, race car, you think the tell me if you think the audio sounds a little bit better. I think I've got OBS set up a little better this time. Hopefully I don't sound as echoey. We'll jump into this in just a minute, but hey, thank you, Jamie. No, you haven't missed anything. We haven't even moved yet. I kind of wanted to get in here and make sure the audio was decent before we really start kind of messing around with these Crocs. You are right on time. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Like, Audacity sounds normal. Like, when Race Car and I are in the D&D session with Mike and Jonty and them, it sounds normal. But OBS was sounding real weird and echoey. So I don't know if maybe... I'm thinking maybe on the last live stream, it was picking up my headphone microphone as well as the Yeti mic. So I've got all that disabled now, and hopefully it sounds pretty good. Get started here in just a minute. I'm kind of wanting to do... I want to go like Iben route with this Crocodile Lagoon, and I'm going to put some like big plaster pieces like in the pool and see if we feel like it has a like a Suyana vibe when we do that. Hey, Savannah. Yep. Well, you did not miss much. We just started like a few minutes ago, so I wanted to try to start a little early for some of my European buddies, so they wouldn't have to like try to stay up at 2 a.m. and watch this. Well, Jamie, we're not actually recording it yet. We're like 6 sessions in, and Beyond Drew and Race Car had mentioned maybe doing a live stream or recording one of the sessions, because it's me, Race Car, Beyond Drew TV, Duct Tape Forum, Mass Bandit is the DM, and Jonty's with us as well, old Bernie. And we've been having a blast. We play every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we have been having a ball. And they were talking about like, we need to record some of this because some of the banter and the role playing, I think you guys would, you guys would enjoy that. I think tomorrow night might be a fun one since we opened a can of worms last week. Yeah, we kind of busted into this attic where this wizard was summoning some demons, some shadow demons, and like a big like cave troll. So we've already shot at the cave troll. We killed the wizard, and the 2 shadow demons are like staring at us. So we're gonna have to work our way through that. It is hilarious. But there are serious moments too. That's why it's so cool. Like, yeah, we have the laughter and stuff, especially with Jonty. Jonty and John and Duct Tape Forum, they're they're in other sessions. Each of them are in another session apiece. But what they did was they wanted to bring on like me and Race Car and Beyond Drew, because we'd never played a D&D session before. So they're kind of having us learn the ropes, and it's been insanely fun. Like we all of us get up Sunday morning and like we start DMing each other, it's Sunday. And so we really get amped up for it. And everybody's all spread out. So, Duct Tape is out in California. Race Car's in Ohio. Drew is in Illinois. Jonty's up in Canada. So it's like, I don't know how we've made this work, but for 6 weekends in a row, it has worked. I don't know how, but we're keeping it going. So hopefully tomorrow night at 8, we will have our 7th session, I believe. Yeah, Savannah, he's doing pretty good. He's just kind of I think what he's focusing on, he got like a real job at an almost like a Wayne's World type of D&D, shop. And he's been devoting a lot of time to that, and miniatures and his printing channel, stuff like that. So that is kind of what's going on with him. So he's kind of been a little missing in action on the gaming side, but he's got a lot of real life stuff going on too. So it's kind of been fun to listen to him talk about that. Howdy, Crocs. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this, and I will let's just see. Move my mic here just a little bit. Let's see if I can kind of take Ivan's idea. Well, and I tried it over here in the floating mountains as well. Like, this is what I'm meaning. So let's just, so I get that same color. I want to try, the only thing that I can't use the flat roof pieces because you can't angle them. And this is going to require some angling. So let me Race Car said, for the record, I had 2 assists in my game, and I had to cut out early for it. Yep, Race Car has actually plays hockey kind of during this time of year, so he either keeps score or is actually in the game. So every once in a while, we've got to kind of cut out a little early so he can make it to the court, to the rink. But we're still kind of making it work. We're still having fun. You know what, though? I don't know right off what piece. I don't know what piece Ivan is actually using. So we're kind of going to have to go through. I don't know, because whatever it is, it's got to be recolorable. But essentially what he has is like a concrete bottom, which looks killer. And I just wanted to see what it looked like, what it would look like in Suyana. Is it this maybe? No, you can't recolor that one. Cannot recolor that. Is okay. Croc says, I think the one he uses for pools are the backside of the large temple decor pieces. So the Temple decor pieces. So that would be South American? And yes, Jamie said, let's look for flexi color. Okay, let's see. Is this flat on the other side? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Temple wall decoration panel 01 painted. There we go. All right, so we don't want red. That's almost a little too white. He almost kind of uses like a really off type of aqua, almost, you know? Of course, some people may like the actual natural look, but I noticed on one of his screenshots today, it looked killer. So I thought, let's just try that with our Crocs. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I am from East Tennessee. Let's see if we can get this slope right. We can kind of take it all the way across here. Howdy, just gone? See if we can make this work. Iben is the absolute master, so we can kind of try. The thing about it is, it might look a little weird now, but when you see the Crocs actually like swim over it, like the contrast that it creates, it looks awesome. Just like their size, like their girth. Yes, Dollywood is in Tennessee. That's kind of like my home park. I live like an hour and a half from Dollywood. I got a notification today. They had reached capacity. They had to turn people away today. Simply Savannah says, "Wow, I never would have thought of using that piece. Stealing that one for sure." I know. That's why when I saw that. I saw that screenshot today, and I was like, We can kind of lower some of this down here in a minute. Like I said, I just kind of want to see what it would look like. Only thing is, like, I want it to look cool, but I don't want it to look like too concrete jungly, like depressing for the animals. I mean, I like the natural look, but I think it might look cool with the waterfall over here in the background too. Sorry, guys. And I might not even be able to get the water back like it just was, so we might have to level this. Let me see if I can put it back, or if it makes it valid. Look, they're coming back. I think we might have to do this. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this with the water level the way it is, because I'll never get it. I'll never get it back to. I'll never get it back like that. Do you think so? The Crocs can block the water if they are. Well, you know, we can still kind of try to make this work. Of course, we don't want them like. Like, we don't want their feet going through it. And I'm going to have to slope it down over here for the deep lagoon part here. See, his tail's kind of going through that, and his body. Hey, Mama Ortega. Alright, so Just Gorn is saying we're going to have to box them to get this right. The only problem is, though, when they come up to set on the edge like this guy's doing, he is going to go down below it. I'm wondering if that's just something that's going to happen if we want to try this pool idea. You know? Look, these Crocs are probably like, you haven't aggravated us in weeks, and now you're boxing all of us up. Is that all of them here? You know, might have to kind of do this like we did in Planet Coaster as well with Stable's Rest. Just kind of have to maybe overlap some of these to get the angles right. But you think having it like this, almost like a pool, would be safer for the keepers and you know, and for the guests being able to see them, because the way we have it right now, you know, they would be so camouflaged. Unless they're kind of up here sunning, you know, you probably wouldn't get a good look at them. So hopefully maybe by the way we're kind of like how we're doing this will work a little better. I think I've almost got this down enough to where we can, because the crocs aren't going to go underwater, unfortunately, like down in the lagoon. Yeah, easier to clean as well. Good point on that. Yeah, Remnant has just got me rethinking all of, it's just got me rethinking Suyana's total existence and what I was trying to do before. We'll do one more sloped piece like this, and then I'll flatten it out back to the glass, kind of like the bottom of the deeper lagoon here. Then hopefully we'll be good. Okay. Got a little bit of terrain I'll have to lower. Whoops, hold on one sec, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. We had a tree cut down in our front yard today, and while we were gone, the guys that were cutting the tree down cut a limb and it ripped through the power lines in front of my house. So like everybody in my neighborhood was without power, and some of them are without internet because one of the lines was an internet line. So I just heard a knock, and it was one of the charter guys out here asking if they could use our driveway to park one of their trucks while they're waiting on waiting on a couple other guys to show up. So yeah, it's been an interesting afternoon, but I think I should be good now. Sorry about that. I thought they were all gone. All right, now let's see if I can get this bumped up against this glass. Okay, so we've got the slope down to the lagoon now as far as the pool goes. That we're going to have to mess with a little bit. There we go. So really the only thing we're kind of going to have to worry about is when they come up here to this edge, kind of slipping through, but I think it'll be okay. And then you know what we may be able to do? Take some corrugated metal. From the Australia pack. See if this is thick enough. We'll line this up in a sec, but let's just see if we can get this covered. Because even though it's Suyana, this can still be a little jank, you know? Because it's kind of like a zoo slash nature preserve, kind of in the middle. You know, kind of in the middle of a jungle. So, you know, we're not talking like Disney's Animal Kingdom here or anything. Hey, what's up, Overseer? What up? And we'll dress this up a little bit with some rocks and stuff too. Whoops. Can I put the water back in with the, yeah. I don't know, guys. I think that, like, I haven't even started on the rock work yet, and I think that does look a little better, kind of with the massive tile pool pieces. Oh yeah, you need to jump back into some zoo. Hopefully in December we get some kind of DLC. I've heard kind of heard some rumors it's going to be pretty substantial, like maybe even birds and such. I've heard. You know, that's pretty cool. His feet are still kind of on top of it. That still looks a little weird. I think we need some rocks. Just kind of hide the pool edge here. There we go. Try to get this covered up a little bit. Sometimes this looks cool, like when if you can put some barriers up to kind of make it look like you're, deterring the animals from kind of coming over this direction. Sometimes it looks better than just kind of, putting a fence up. Looks a little more Suyana-like, Anything to kind of keep them from coming through here to the rocks and the bushes and kind of getting hurt. So hopefully these would... Watch this guy come right down in the middle of them. Hopefully this would keep them from getting into trouble over here. That is a big boy. Hopefully those rocks don't block them from getting up on the beach over there. I think that looks a lot better than it did. He's kind of acting like he's still going to go up there. I don't know. Let's double check. Sometimes even just putting little rocks like that can mess him up. No, he can still get up there. There we go. He's coming up to check out the sack. Yeah, I just think you can get a lot better look at them now. And this, if you guys are wondering what this is, it's just like I kind of wanted to make it like a keeper platform. Like, see, this guy's standing here watching, but if we wanted to have a keeper kind of walk out here and do a show or, just talk about the animals, that's kind of what that deal would be. Too bad the keepers don't actually give shows. But I definitely think this looks better with the little implied pool here. Our Suyana Crocs. All right, next on our hit list here. So we can kind of hunt around and see what we can kind of mess with or get worked on. If you guys haven't caught Suyana in a while, this is like the new Indian Rhino exhibit. Let's see, I wonder if the guys that are modding Planko can rip the foliage from Zoo to import it into Planko. I don't know, that'd be awesome. Hey, Linda, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I thought I would try to start a little earlier for you guys so you could at least maybe catch this before you're forced to go to sleep. Before your eyes cannot take it anymore. Over here, this is like the Komodo Dragon exhibit. Worked on that a few days ago. So this is their little spot. And then their neighbors over here are the little tapirs and the little monkeys. So from a guest, from a guest perspective, you kind of out here on this boardwalk, you'd watch them from here. And then, of course, over on the other side as well. But it's fun. They go all over this little thing. Back and forth over the water. Swinging, jumping. Yeah, Bluefin said we need to change this. This actually needs to change to Komodo Dragon, I'd say. Yeah, that looks better. Good thinking on that. And what we'll do is, if I can copy this, I don't know if I have this as one. Nah, we'll have to. Didn't think I had it as one piece. We will put the rhinos over on this side, yeah. Yes. What do you guys think of the little entrance with the rhino heads on the temple walls? Doesn't that look cool? I had friends over. Otherwise, I would have been here right from the start. Perfectly European-friendly time. Yes. See, I'm catching you guys right kind of when you're getting ready for bed or kind of just lounging around in the living room at the end of your day. So, yes, good timing. You guys remember how plain this area... I cannot believe we had this area looking as plain as we did. And now we've turned it into a completely different 3-animal, exhibit here. Mary Kay said, can you do the vulture? Not yet. That'd be pretty cool if we can. Hopefully soonish. So let's see. Like I said, we need something. We need to kind of do some little nitpicky work this evening, Try to find some stuff that I've kind of been putting off. Just going, I was just getting ready for bed, but got distracted with stuff. Now I'm using your stream as background noise. That is perfectly fine. That is what I'm here for. Oh, if you guys haven't seen the episode 21 of Suyana, check this out. I've started working on our adventure tour station, or kind of like exit area. I know you usually start with the entrance first, but this idea was kind of in my head to kind of like have the trucks kind of come off of the mountain and swoop back down into the station. And I just think that just turned out super cool. I can't wait till we actually like finish this and we get to see the trucks actually running down through there. But see, the guests can actually walk by, and you can watch the trucks kind of, you know, make their way off of the adventure and kind of back down here into the station. And then we've got seating. We've got the gift shop here on the corner. We've got the hotel gift shop. Ah, golden pheasant. That would be cool. We don't have any hyenas in... you know, we might have to do the hyenas in... we might have to do give them an exhibit as far as the adventure tour goes. That's a good idea, too. Suyana has no hyenas. You know, what we said, too, is this path will go... I will relocate these... I'll relocate the staff buildings here. Obviously, the tour is going to start out this way. Probably remove the fishing village just for now. And then we will start thinking about, you know, what kind of exhibits we want the trucks to go through. You know, I figured the trucks could kind of come out this way and turn. And we will have, you know, who knows what we'll come up with out here. I want the trucks to go through, like... Especially now that we're designing the habitats, I think better. I want the trucks to go through some new habitats over the kind of what we've been doing, like revamping these old ones. Just start with some fresh new ideas. This is kind of like the little revamped Jaguar area. Really opened it up to the guest. So see, now they can kind of look right down on them, where this was a pretty heavy jungle right here. And then you guys know what we were saying last time. Should we split? I don't know if we should split the Indian elephant exhibit, like right there, into two separate exhibits. Or leave this. And I was even talking about like bringing this walkway kind of out over these rocks, getting rid of that tree, getting rid of this bamboo, and just kind of giving a once-over to the Indian elephant exhibit. We've got the cool waterfall and everything, but there's just kind of, there's so much stuff in the way, you know? Like, for one thing, I think this needs to go. And unfortunately, I get in these like quick little bursts. And I connected all that. Whoops. Let's just see how this kind of looks with that a little more open. I think that looks better already. What do you guys think about that? Look better with that big tree kind of gone? Let's kind of shore this up a little bit. Probably won't do the algae covered rock. We'll do... She's taking a swim. That kind of whole beach area just looks better. This part would definitely probably be more sandy and muddy. As a matter of fact, this whole thing would be sand. I mean, you know, by the time all of these elephants kind of stomp this down, but I want to leave a little bit of green. Okay, so maybe we won't necessarily split them up here, but just taking out that tree, I think, made a world of difference here. Now they've kind of got like their little own beach, you know? Doesn't that look cool? I just didn't realize how crammed I had that. Elephant Beach. Kind of like it. I like it. Oh yeah, Linda, you are not lying about that. It's so fun to just kind of, like, the animation are done so well. They're so majestic. Like in real life and in the game, like they really captured that. And look at their gait. It's just, they did an awesome job on that. Oh. Big boys laying down. Kind of just like we did with the Crocs. Maybe kind of deter them from kind of wanting to get over on those rocks before they go down into the water. That tree can stay. That kind of breaks up that little area. Would be cool though to do a remnant style mud bath for them though, kind of like I did for the, yeah, that looks a lot better. Kind of like I did for the rhinos. Let's see how much of that I can take, because remnant style of the mud bath looks a lot better than kind of how I have it over there, just exposed. So let's just see. No, we may be able to take this. Kind of get rid of this one. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then they've got their little bedding right here. There we go. That is just cool. Like I said, we owe this whole revamp to Remnant. Like, if it wasn't for Balboa and him sharing some of those screenshots that he shares, yeah, that's a good idea, Gorn. Kind of make it look a little muddy and kind of worn right when they come out of this. So it's hard to keep a bunch of grass because you know this would be kind of terribly stomped down by now. Yep, that's a good idea too. There we go. There we go. So now they got their big lagoon. The guests can still see them out there swimming. And we've got their a little bit more natural looking mud bath. Hey, Zoofluencer, thanks for stopping by, buddy. We are doing some Suyana revamp work. Actually on episode 20, well, we'll be doing episode 22 next whenever we're not streaming this. Don't really have a lot of ideas for the pygmy hippos right now. I mean, still a pretty cool looking little habitat, but I just don't really don't have a ton of ideas on what we would do to them just yet, so I think we'll leave them kind of like they are. Yeah, Zoofluencer, one of the main reasons we came in to start this was to kind of revamp the croc pool a little bit. We put down this recolorable kind of like tile, the temple wall pieces flipped upside down. And we've kind of went the Ivan route and kind of gave them an actual looking pool instead of just the kind of like the substrate background bottom. We have not decided what kind of animal to put over here yet. Because of course, I definitely want to put in zebras. And what else? I want to put in, one of you guys were saying the cassowary would look cool over here. If the green iguanas would look cool over here if we could, like if they weren't in the actual box. Yes, Ivan infected us with the delete and rebuild bug. I don't know, there's a lot of things that could be cool over here. But I kind of like the exoticness of the zebra with the stripes over in this area. Maybe even do some antelopes. I already have tigers. Somebody said the southern cassowary would be cool over here. Mary was talking about the hyenas. I'm thinking like the spotted hyenas would be good for the adventure truck. ride. You know, one thing that we could definitely probably do better is the lion habitat. They really kind of have it a little small over here, especially for being such a, you know, like a zoo staple animal. And they're kind of tucked away over here in this far corner. He's sleeping out here on the rock. So maybe could do a revamp for them or like a rehome and just put something else in here and really try to come up with a good lion exhibit, you know. This kind of big, like I've dubbed it the elephant tree, that I kind of put all these trees together, but doesn't it kind of look like it could be like a massive, like, see, these are like the big trunks of the elephant tree, and it kind of sends you off to the different, you know, sends you back to the African elephants, the African, you know, the lions. Got a little implied meerkat exhibit here. This game needs a new game-changing element like petting zoo animals or something. Yeah, or like we were talking, birds. Birds, I think if they could introduce that in a meaningful way, not like an exhibit box kind of way, but where you could actually design them enclosures that they stay in. So this is our other set of resident elephants. Our African elephants over here. They've got their own little lagoon. And you know what? We could probably do the same thing for them, because we are not doing the plain Jane anymore around here. Isn't it funny, like in these in the Planet games, like does it always seem like you always select absolutely everything except the thing you want? Like it's like the game just knows, like, no, he wants that, so I'm going to select everything around it except that. All right, let's see if we can get their little mud bath kind of out here, kind of front and center. Because, see, it didn't even bring some of those rocks that we needed. That's okay, though. Let's see. Chris! We're rolling right along. Oh, another Saturday coming to an end. Thought I'd jump on here with you guys for a little bit at least and get some stuff done in Suyana. I figured, you know, I was just going to do this and just like make, you know, get some of this ready for a new episode, but I'm like, let's just stream it. I mean, I would literally be sitting here doing this anyway. All right, let's see if it'll let us do a little bit of terrain adjusting here. I'm in a slightly optimistic mood at the moment. Shantae seemed to take notes or something, so maybe things will change for the better. I just hope PZ will get more resources once that damned Planet Coaster console is released. I hear you on that. That was pretty cool though. Did you remember when she tagged all of us and she's like, "Hey, thanks guys for the feedback." That was pretty cool. That, like, you know, just that knowing that she's out there kind of paying attention and like, wow, I wonder if she must have listened to at least a little bit of the podcast, because she tagged us all in it, me, Mike, and Drew. So that was cool. We got to get rid of a little bit of their green too, because they would definitely kind of have this stomped out as well. So let's add some browns in. intensity up a little bit. Kind of just enclose this. This is still a little lazy over here. And you know, I could almost close their little area off right here, kind of down this line, and have another animal in here, some kind of maybe hoofed animal. It's D&D Eve. I really think the podcast set stuff in motion. Yeah, it definitely could have. I think with us getting Mike in on it, and it was kind of a rush because Mike was supposed to fly out to California yesterday, so it was kind of like, if we're going to do this, it has to happen like Wednesday or Thursday. And luckily we caught him, and I think with Mike being involved, it really, because Drew and I could, that was just perfect with Mike getting involved with that and just bringing that extra level of, the Bro Nation side of things and the community, and it was just a really, really good podcast. It's good to know she actually read the entire discussion. Some very useful stuff in there. Yep. And Mike doing that post and then following it up with us in the live stream. That was just a good couple of days of, hey, Frontier, we're here. Let's listen to this. We've got some suggestions. I admit I was surprised she listened to the podcast. Bro Nation peeps are also getting ready to actively start posting our ideas on the forums. Actually working on that right now. Yeah, Gorn, and get them. I mean, I know not everybody is big on Twitter and all that, but they definitely check that as well. So if you guys want to, like Remnant does, start posting your screenshots and stuff there and your realistic ideas and be like, we need this in the game. Like, look what Carlos G just did. Look what he had to fake because we don't have that in the game yet. And I guarantee it'll gain some traction. Zoofluencer said, that's a great idea, Gorn. Probably they read the forum more often than other media. I think that leaf beating might have interfered with the terrain modifications. Yeah. Amalia, hello. Linda said, you were all downright honest, brutally honest even, and maybe that was exactly what was needed. And then the Twitter chain where Remnant and Drew said facts aren't enough was very good. Yeah, talking about what Linda's saying is like when they do have a, like Twitter presence, it is animal facts that, I mean, that's cool. We can't deny that it's, it's cool learning that stuff, but not really, just kind of post after post animal facts. I don't think we're all here for that necessarily. We're wanting like roadmap, information. What are you working on? What hasn't worked? What needs more polishing? I think that's kind of what we're more after. But, I don't know. We'll see. One Bro Nation person DM'd with Shantae, and Shantae requested him to put stuff on the forum. Yeah, I know the forums are kind of like, I know Linda and I were talking once, and we're like, everybody doesn't really, like, the forums are okay, but, like, not, there's not a ton of forum presence. Terrain modification failed. Wait, let's do the wood steps since this is kind of coming off this. Of course, the only thing about doing this like this and not doing an actual ramp is ADA access. Maybe we can come up with something for that, though. Most interesting thing Shantae said is that they do have weekly meetings with the whole team about things being said on. Well, this is going to be this is probably an interesting week for that meeting. You guys should flood the forums. Currently, Ivan and maybe 5 others, including me, are not fangirling and voicing critique there. We could use some backup. Gordon said, that's the plan. Yep. Linda and them are fighting the good fight. So let's see. I might not have to totally get rid of this tree. What if I raise it and kind of just bring it back out this way a little bit? Because I don't like everything to be totally exposed out here. Yeah, see? We can keep this. It's probably like my favorite tree in the game right here, just because of the exposed bark. So yeah, there we go. Still kind of keep a little bit of the mysteriousness of that, of kind of like the area up there. Thought I was playing a little later in the day. I'm usually around like 13. Because I was thinking, this isn't shaded enough. Whoops. If there's not a forum nation or a forum section in Bro Nation, I'm sure they can probably get one set up so you guys could like correlate ideas better, you know, so you're not kind of like double posting each other and stuff. And Goran said, I suggested using the open letter to Frontier channel for now. Yeah, that would help so you guys could kind of screen and, you know, make sure you're all making good points. I don't know. Maybe change is coming. Shantae acted pretty, you know, pretty susceptible to it. We'll just kind of have to see. Get rid of a little bit of this green. A little too green. I still have the construction wall up right here. I still don't know what we'll put back there. Mama Ortega said, off topic, but I want to create a YouTube channel. Can you give me advice on how to begin? Well, I would definitely say if you want to try to gain traction a little quicker than I did, you kind of have to get over thinking your voice doesn't sound good. Because you got to remember, when I first started YouTube, for like the first basically through all the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 years, like my first 2 years on YouTube, I never talked. I just did speed builds with music in the background. So I would definitely think I would say, just don't worry about your voice. Nobody is a bigger critic on your voice than you. So try to get you a microphone and start talking in your videos and building that rapport and letting your personality bleed through with the videos as soon as you can. Like, I know you're probably going to feel nervous and maybe a little self-conscious, but definitely try to get you a mic. Just talk to people, start building your audience. That will save you so much time that I kind of wasted in the beginning. The only problem might be that Shantae is only one chain link in a long chain link fence, but let's just hope and try our best for now. I don't want this game to be abandoned soon. Yep, we never know. We never know kind of what the upper chain is telling her, or if she's getting shut down, and so we really need to be like kind of cognitive of that. And I've told Linda and Beyond Drew that for a while. We don't know what their producers are like, or what Shantae's direct boss is like. They just, if it's a secretive culture that we kind of know it to be, her hands may be, the community manager's hands may be tied on kind of what they're allowed to say. As a viewer, I cannot agree more. Nothing is more boring than speed builds with voiceovers. I listen more to videos than I watch them. I skip the video the moment they stop talking. Yeah, see, Mama, you've got to be thinking, get yourself a microphone. You can get them really cheap too. Like, I started with a little Amazon. I got the whole arm, the mic, everything off of Amazon for like $27. So definitely be thinking on that as far as starting your YouTube channel goes, and kind of not hiding behind music and speed builds. I lost my train of thought. What were we going to try to do? Oh, yeah. Coaster Designer keeps busting me on not actually having people up here in the treehouse. So I think, while I've got you all here, let's just try this. And obviously we do not want supports. We don't really need railing because I've got the fake railing here. Yes, audio quality is important. Important. Well, not as skinny as I'd like it, but we can hide this. Hold on a minute. Still a little high. Oh, you know what? I think I'm not gonna sweat that, because we don't even know how many of them will come up here. But I just, I still kind of want it to be close. And I will definitely need to get some shops back up here to actually bring them up here. Oh, there we go. That's not too intrusive. Still see a little bit of the white bottom of the path, but not enough to, you know. Oh, no, I have not seen the 2mm path trick. I will have to try that. Hey, Poison Blades here. I've actually started recording a Kayan al-Bashar cinematic. So, Poison Blade has got his version out, and I've got a version that I'm working on. I messed with it a little bit yesterday, but it's not quite ready yet. I'm hoping maybe by tomorrow. We'll just kind of have to see. That's a little, well, I was going to say that's a little too tall, but I think it'll be okay. This might be a nice little cheeky way to actually sneak the guests up here to the treehouse by kind of maybe hiding this a little. So you can lay out a path with queues and then replace the queue with regular paths piece by piece. Ah, that's cool. Definitely have to look into that. So we've got the orangutans down here. So would you notice from down here? Yeah, you would definitely still see the path. Unless we kind of maybe turn it this way. Let's get some railing on this. This would be a good spot to kind of hide it. So we've got a shop right here. Okay, so that would let them kind of walk all the way back up to the front side of the treehouse village. And let's see if we can, how can we? Okay, we will do some supports right here. All right, there's that. So the last thing is we kind of need to get it back over this way. Spam call. I do not know anybody from Colorado. Because like we said, most of this is going to be hidden anyway, so we just kind of need to get this down to the guest level to where when they're coming up back this way, it's kind of hid. You get a workout on these stairs. Okay, so technically the treehouse village is almost ready to see if we can get people up to it. Let's see. There we go. That's kind of what we were wanting. Oh, wait a minute, though. We've got path supports. Whoops. Definitely do not want that showing if we can help it. What do you guys think of Jaguar Falls? Didn't that come out pretty cool? Like all the little tiered waterfalls kind of coming out from below the treehouse. I think they come out pretty stinking cool. Kind of like, you know, right when you get out of your car here and you're kind of making your way in, that's like the first thing that greets you is the big tiered like waterfall section. All right, now are there any workers for up here? No. And I do not have any staff rooms over here either, though. Okay, he's in. I do not have a store over here. We need to fix that to get them to come out to this edge. Could put a slush up here. Hide it. Like hide it back in the tree. Okay. Anybody coming? There's a handyman up there. Yeah, the wind chimes. They're going a little crazy, aren't they? But, you know, they are up here in the wind. One of them's stuck. I just thought that would be a good spot for some wind chimes, but they're just kind of, A little weird. Like this guy's little hut, he would pop out and have his little wind chimes. And this is kind of like my little Swiss Family Robinson, you know, net bedding hammock little corner. And here's somebody else's little hut that goes back in the tree. This is kind of like the little Treehouse Village People's Market area. With floating stairs, I know. So that's where you'd go here to get your supplies. And a little hat hut. This is kind of like where they could collect water with their little buckets. And they've got a little water collecting system here. They kind of dip them down into the river. And this is kind of like the main, kind of like the community tree house. A lot of houses up here. This is kind of like the, started up like the little, like the chief's house. And we do not have people up here yet. Of course, there's not a lot to, no animals or anything to really drag them over this way either. Beyond Drew's dog came over. Wish we had those Vista points. Would be making views a bit more worthwhile. Yes. Why do we not have Vista points? Why? But anyways, guys, I guess we have got a pretty good bit done. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me yap away now. I wish you guys would come and hang out with me more, but I understand. Oh, if you guys haven't caught the latest Suyana as well, check it out. We've got the I've got the glass up for the tigers. So now it looks a little more, like I just like it better than the chain link fencing, you know? Now we can actually come down through here and get a good look at them. This little area is kind of like their little lagoon area. Yeah, do not know why we do not have those billboards. But yeah, it's time for us to get some new animals added to Suyana and really in game. Your little anteater habitat. Need to give it a good remnant once over. I like how you can look down on them from this way, and also for the kids, for like from the playground, can look down on them. That looks kind of dumb. I don't know why I would have put that there. I like this big tree right here because it gives them a lot of shade. You know, really, this exhibit looks okay. It's just I kind of maybe need to declutter it a little bit and just do some general cleaning up on it. And I think the anteater section would be, we can work on that. I want my sushi shop. Yep. Savannah says, hopefully December will be a good month for Planet Zoo. I'm hoping too. Kind of not liking how high that is. Can I kind of move? I love this. I love these trees, but kind of want to move this. Don't know where a good spot would be. Not a lot of shade right here. That kind of blocks the statues. Ooh, that looks pretty majestic. So see, Suyana, you're pretty much like, you're in it here. Like, you are in the jungle. Wouldn't it be cool if this was an actually functioning stage? We could have the guys, like, actually, like the guests would come and sit down and watch. Like if we had real entertainers up there talking about the animals or watching little monkeys kind of climb across this and for their treats. We need to come up with something right here too. That's kind of aggravating me. We just added this little filler building. Episode 20, I believe. This is kind of like the little motel hotel building that I built. That path kind of breaks through the check-in desk, but hey, what's up, Rickster? But yes, this is Suyana in its entirety right now. I don't even know. Let me see what kind of settings I have. I don't think I have it on. I've got it on high. Let's put this on ultra. We cannot bring Cayenne al-Bashar in on ultra. That's for sure. We haven't seen what it looks like raining here in a while. Our little people are getting wet. If it did rain, imagine how many people would be trying to like cram in and hide under this cave, under this little tunnel. Yeah, that's what it took me, Goran, when Poison Blade and I opened it. It took about, I'd say about 10, 12 minutes to get it really rolling. But I think I took it down to medium, and we flew around pretty good. We didn't have too many issues. Had a little bit of stuttering, but that's the thing about the old Planet games. You got to have a pretty good rig going if you want to build anything substantial. Those crocs, they look menacing in the rain. You know what we may be able to do, if we do get birds, do some kind of exhibit up here. That would definitely bring the people up. Security come up. Just no regular guests yet. Hello, Iconic Leo. You know what we need to do coming up? We need to jump in and stream some Red Dead Redemption 2. Just drive, like, you know, just kind of ride around and have you guys give me some pointers if you've played it. I think that'd be fun. Just do us a Red Dead stream. Haven't played that in a while. How do you guys think what do you think the quality of this stream has been like as far as audio and, you know, the streaming quality? Has it been pretty decent? Because if it is, I've got these settings saved and we'll be ready to go next time. Ah, yeah, we need to stream some Cyberpunk. That'll be awesome. What do we have, like a month to go now? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. If it does not get pushed back one more time. I think we're shooting for December 10th. Oh, that's good. People are using this upper platform now. Real good views from that. Okay, so the good thing is the sound has been okay, because you know that's been my issue like these last couple times, sounding like I'm in like an echo chamber, but I think I've got it. Hopefully I've got it worked up a little better now. So that's good. Having that tree gone, having that Wumba tree gone definitely seems like it opens up their exhibit a little more. I think I kind of like that. I like that. Like, check this out. So that's when the Wumba tree's there. Definitely gives them a lot of shade. But with it gone, kind of opens up that whole area. My phone was buzzing, but it solved itself afterwards. That's cool. Cool. You know, I kind of made the decision to like have this part of the viewing area for the pygmy hippos, because I figured if you could still look at them from over here, it might like bottleneck up this kind of like this main drag here. So that's kind of why this is a little more enclosed. And plus that's where the kind of like the keeper comes in. So Okay, Iconic says you should try and play some music in the background since when you don't talk it kind of sounds weird. Just my opinion though, otherwise the quality is really good. Ah, cool. I'll have to get like a good Spotify streaming playlist or something and kind of just lowly play that in the background as well. It's a good idea. Just so when I do, because you know, sometimes you just don't, you're not talking completely all the way through these. Ew, that sounds lovely. You little nasty. Shat right on us. Right in our ear. Simply Savannah has an awesome implied penguin exhibit going on right now. If you guys haven't got a chance to catch that episode, that is coming out really, really cool. Wish we had penguins and river otters, seals. Hey, guys, Chicago showed up. Yep. This is a rare, elusive Estian Wolf stream. This is all Beyond Drew's fault. He's the one that kept saying, man, you need to live stream a little bit. Like, the videos and stuff are cool, but he's like, I think you'll like it. I do like it. It's fun. Because, you know, like, you make the videos and stuff, and you know, you upload them and they're done, and then you kind of just wait for comments to kind of trickle in. But right now, you know, it's like real-time interaction. It's stinking cool. Oh, no problem, Savannah. Yes, we are. You are making us want penguins even more. We need some penguins. Now, if you got, Guy Chicago does some streaming too. I want to try to catch some more of your guys' streams. I mean, you guys know how it gets, but I want to jump on some live streams more. Kind of maybe use some of this rock work as kind of like, you know, implied to keep them out of these, keep them out of the bushes and stuff, and kind of, you know, away from the guests. Now we can see all the secret details of your builds. Actually, this bunch is probably bored. I don't think we got a lot done, but we made a little bit of headway. I definitely think, don't you guys think this little pygmy corner right here looks better than when we first started? I think so. With what I'm doing, so this stream has been background noise to my main source of entertainment while I'm postponing sleep. Yes. Sometimes it looks good, like mixing the gray rock with the moss-covered rock. You know, kind of breaking it up a little bit. And then, of course, like Goran says, do not forget to rotate your rock work. Like, you know, you don't want to kind of come down through here and do this. See, it's kind of creepy. Let's see. Racecar says, I'm just killing time between now and 25 hours from now. Yep. If you guys are new, Racecar and myself are with Jonty and Mass Bandit and Duct Tape Forum and Beyond Drew. We have started a D&D campaign. So that has been taking up our Sunday evenings, and we've been having a blast. I am a half-orc barbarian, Thurak. Yeah, guys, I didn't think we'd make much progress on the little pygmy hippo section, but I think that come out pretty stinking cool. Let's kind of get this back side a little bit. Beyond Drew. Who? Oh, that's cool, Gorn. Yeah, John is our... Mass Bandit is our DM. And he's doing an awesome job. Just, it's real kind of like... You know, I just don't know how to explain it. He's kind of made it a little... low pressure on us, like, well, until this past session, but till, like, you know, like us just trying to kind of get our bearing and understand kind of how you play and all that. And it's just, I don't think we could have had a better combination between him, Jonty, and Duct Tape Forum kind of teaching us how to play the game, essentially. And you'd be surprised how many people, like how many D&D people you just run into, like, out in the wild. Like, we ran into a guy a couple weeks ago, heard us talking about it in a Target, and he DMs a group. And it's just like, you know, he was just like a manager walking by. And I think a lot more people play that than you know, than you would believe. Really cool. You know, that kind of looks kind of crappy just with kind of what we've put up over here. So let's remove that and let's go get our Rhino version or our Komodo version. And let's take this back over here. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, John T's doing good. He's actually, I think he's kind of stepped away from the channel a little bit because he actually took on a real job, actually working at a kind of like a D&D studio kind of shop, and so that is taking up a lot of his time right now. Going back to like a 40-hour-a-week job, but he is still making time for us on Sundays, so that's been cool. He's just has decided to take on another, because remember he was doing YouTube full time for a while, but he's decided to take on a real life, or an actual store job again, so that has kind of been keeping him busy. And his miniatures, like he's doing like stuff on the side for the store, and they're letting him set up his miniatures and his 3D prints and stuff. So seems pretty stinking cool, like what he's got going on. But I just don't think he has a ton of time for regular videos and stuff right now. And, kind of like some of us too, I think he might have been feeling a little bit of of just kind of like the Planko, the Frontier burnout. Just, not a lot of ideas flowing. That was kind of like Beyond Drew too. He took a couple months off, just told me he was, just could not come up with anything. But he's kind of bounced back now. He's got a really cool little, like a showcase series going on right now, as well as kind of bouncing back into Thornton Hills. So, yeah. Yep, old John T is back on the grind with a 9 to 5. Trying the mic trick over here with the waterfalls. I've got my jets a little too high here. Bring those down a little bit. Mike Sheets kind of pioneered that little idea, I believe, about kind of breaking up the waterfall with the jets. See how it, like the way they've created the VFX is a little different, so it really kind of sells the waterfall a little more, See, now it's like there's almost like different streams. YouTube is a real job as well, just a pretty hard one to earn money with, but glad to hear he's good. Yep. Oh man, actually, Gore and I am the exact opposite. Like, I cannot do interiors to save my life, but terrain work, I can do like all day. Predation? Not good. This is kind of where the tapirs and everything kind of come in at, so. It's okay, though. You guys are fine. It'll be fine. Just chill. Yeah, we're gonna jet on out of here too, Mama Ortega, and that's a pretty good reason to take over a computer. So we can't fault him too much for that. I've probably sat here and bored you guys enough as it is on your Saturday evening. So I will go ahead and we'll kind of just wrap things up here as well. And like I said, I think maybe you guys can jump on with me maybe sometime tomorrow, and we will. What the heck are they doing to this? Jeez. You guys can jump on with me tomorrow, and maybe we'll ride around and get into some trouble with some Red Dead. That would be fun. Of course, the only thing about it is my computer sounds like the 2080 Ti. When I play Red Dead Redemption 2, it literally sounds like this thing is about to take off like a jet engine through the ceiling. So, we'll have to see. But, yeah, there you go. I will definitely try to get you some Red Dead on there, and I'm still pretty early on in the game, so we'd have a lot to do. I've never even finished the game. It's kind of been one of those where I just kind of play it on and off, you know. So we will definitely get on there and, like I said, try to have a little fun, maybe get into some trouble. I don't want to tell you a time yet. I'm not totally sure, but hopefully tomorrow. It won't be after. I'll tell you this. It won't be after 8 p.m. because we've got the D&D session from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if we do get some Red Dead going on, it'll be before that. So you can plan on it being before 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time around here. This is Woody's aviary here. Absolutely killer. I wish we had some blue and yellow macaws to go in there, like for real. Look at these little guys. Is that not insane? I thought that fit perfect right here in Suyana. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks Savannah. Thanks Goran for the help. Thanks Guy for stopping by. I know I didn't keep you here too long, but we've been streaming for a while now. I will have to get back in here and get a little work done for more of you Planet Zoo peeps. And we really need to start on the adventure tour kind of course or track, like we said. Which roof? Woody's roof? He has taken New World fence post. So he's taken little individual fence posts and has created that roof. If that's what you were talking about. But yeah, that is killer. A lot of work on that one. Thank you, Linda, for stopping by. I'm glad I was able to get this started a little earlier for you, so I'm not having you set up at like 2:58 a.m. and not going to sleep. But I had fun. Nice fun Saturday stream. But yeah, guys, I will go ahead and back on out of here, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Like I said, maybe if you're interested in it, be on the lookout for some Red Dead tomorrow. Maybe get on there and have some fun with that. And yes, I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.